Hey everybody, this is JDGaming, welcoming you to another episode of 4 Fun Facts in Yu-Gi-Oh! The show where we discuss just that and hopefully learn something new along the way. The Egyptian god monsters are some of the most iconic creatures from the original Duel Monsters era. This trio of powerful behemoths created a dynamic in which each of the series' key duelists would fight with his signature monster to achieve a goal that differed from his rivals. While to this day the 3 god cards are each associated with their individual duelists, the dub of the series actually had a number of instances in which the god cards were proven to not be truly unique. Take for example this screenshot of Arcana's hand as he expresses his frustration in having to lose his Dark Magician to Yugi's card Destruction. Upon closer inspection, is this man hiding Kaiba's Obelisk the Tormentor from his own master Merrick? Perhaps the choice in cards was an Easter egg of sorts. After all, Pandora, in the Japanese version, not only lacks his own god card, but Joey's Alligator Sword and Bandit Keith's Metal Zoa that his dubbed counterpart somehow holds. Personally, I used to think this, but I actually doubt that the selection of cards was entirely intentional, as this Magician of Black Chaos should have powered up Yugi's Dark Magician Girl later in the duel. This isn't the only instance of deity deja vu I've noticed. The dubbed version of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, Pyramid of Light, contains a scene in which Yugi and Kaiba's decks are obliterated by the manifestation of the Inferno Tempest card. In this dramatic explosion, we can clearly see that there are in fact 2 of what appears to be legitimate copies of the Winged Dragon of Ra in this universe, and that the Pharaoh's deck is home to both of them. It's also interesting to note that while the Japanese version didn't double the dragon, the same shot mistakenly shows 2 copies of Queen's Knight, another one of Yugi's cards that we don't have a specific reason to believe he plays more than 1 copy of. Given that these gods don't appear to be as one of a kind as the lore suggests, I'm curious as to whether I've simply missed the second Slifer. Way before the Egyptian god cards was the legendary Exodia. While no one has seriously succeeded with the 5 special cards in the real world through the game's competitive history, this series of cards remains limited to 1 copy per deck due to the lasting legacy it left in the very first of Yugi's duels against Kaiba. As Grandpa notes in the dub, summoning the Forbidden One was a feat that to this very day no one has ever accomplished. Well, maybe that has to do with the fact that his deck didn't even contain those 5 cards in the Western localization. While Yugi is shown to draw the right arm of the Forbidden One as he finally realizes the hidden power in his grandfather's deck, this pan just prior reveals that the dubbed version of the show has Yugi holding yet another right arm instead of the left arm as he should. Since from this point on in the duel, the Pharaoh only draws 3 more cards that we know to be the right arm that we see, the Dark Magician he summons, and the head of Exodia in the epic reveal, Yugi's most memorable comeback should actually have been the most embarrassing failure of his entire dueling career. And in case you were wondering, Exodia's return under the Rare Hunter's control is no better. Despite these blatant errors, localizers do make deliberate decisions to alter source material. For example, Dark Necrofear's doll was removed to reduce the potential of the occult impact on innocent children in its debut duel in the Battle City Finals. This was a rather significant cut, as the monster's effect was originally depicted in the manga as the soul of Necrofear's doll possessing an enemy monster. What's more, the doll was simply photoshopped out of its holographic appearance, and the card artwork was cut and then mirrored to remove the doll from existence. And finally, I want to circle back to the concept of rare cards in the Duel Monsters universe. The aforementioned Egyptian gods were said to each be the only ones of their kind. However, like we just discussed, at least in the dub, 2 of these cards seem to exist in multiples. We're told canonically that there were only 4 Blue Eyes White Dragon cards until Kaiba tore up Gramps' copy, but what if I told you Red Eyes Black Dragon may actually be rarer than the powerful Engine of Destruction? The on-screen text for Red Eyes featured in the Japanese anime refers to it as an extremely rare card. This is actually true, as the manga reveals Rex Raptor originally won this card in a tournament, possibly for finishing as runner-up in the televised tournament we saw Pegasus hold prior to Duelist Kingdom. Once Joey wins the card from the Dino Duelist and makes it his own signature monster, we never see another copy of it besides the digitally replicated ones in the Virtual World deck builder and in later generations of the series. This may be why the Rare Hunters were so obsessed with obtaining the card as Battle City was brewing. While the ghouls know of at least 2 other Dark Magicians owned by one of their own, no other copy of Red Eyes ever appears until Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. By that time, it's possible that Pegasus hosted more tournaments and awarded copies of the dragon to top-tier duelists such as Atticus Rhodes. Not only does that mean Red Eyes would likely be valued much like our real-world Shonen Jump Championship prize cards, but that Joey's copy of the card may truly be the only one in their story. And there you have it, 4 fun facts regarding flubs in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime dub. Let me know which of these was your favorite down below, and as always, I'll see you guys next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. That's it for now, but feel free to grab one of these videos on your way out. If you really enjoyed what you saw today, remember to subscribe to JDGaming for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Thanks guys, this is JDGaming, hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time.